Mm-hmm.
I've been playing with it like a toy. Okay, so everyone ready? Everyone good? So we'll get started so it doesn't get too late. If you want to mute yourself, feel free to use any of the reactions at any time, like the emoji stuff if you want to express anything through the meditation. And at the end, we can clarify anything, share whatever you want, and we go from there. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you just take a few nice breaths when you're in space. Today felt guided to work on our light. I had a very interesting day about understanding our light, what to do with our light. Should we be emanating the light for the people? Should we be sending to the world? Should we sharing? Yeah. Should we keeping it just for ourselves? So I had a lot of questioning today, and every time I was questioning, I was getting answers from my guides regarding a little bit of this understanding, but the answers wasn't coming as a word or a feeling. The answers were coming through my interaction with people on a normal day-to-day activity. Okay. And one of the first signs this morning was snail. I had my son woke up and we were outside. He collected about 4 snails and put in a little box, gave him a little bit of grass. And we met with some of his friends, and they had some snail toys that they were carrying. And I thought that's such a coincidence. So I thought, let me read, find out what it means, because it must be a universe sign. And then from the moment I read that, I started on this journey of questioning my light, questioning what the light does, and getting the answers just through the activities through the day. And it was incredible. And then we were driving. I had a car full of boys, and I was driving, and I stopped at the traffic light. And on an electric box, like those that they have, like not the phone one with all the wires, but just the electric box. There was a passage from the Bible, John 3:3. And basically, after a conversation with a friend and then my brother, trying to understand the passage, and it came up that the passage was literally just saying that when we're able to stand in our light, right? When we're able to stand in our own divine light, in our own soul light, we are pretty much among, the masters like Jesus, because our light is pure unconditional love. But for us to be able to stand in our light, we have to drop quite a lot of judgment, criticism, limiting beliefs, limiting behaviors. And those things are dropped for ourselves, by ourselves, in ourselves. Yeah. Nothing to do with trying to drop those on other people, but mainly dropping those from us, scraping them from us, dripping them off, releasing them, so that we are uncovering these layers, and we're able to then see and feel our light further into ourselves. And then I went back to childhood, because this is something that it resonates with a lot of people. As a child, you understand energy, you understand people's emotions through energy. You don't know the emotions, the name of emotions, but they're going through something sad, they're going through something, happy, but you don't know the words. And as a child, we we emanate light. We are just a child full of light, and we're always emanating light. Eventually, we stop emanating light and block and suppress our light. All of it, sometimes partially, and this is where now, in this age, a bit older, that we're starting to question, who am I really? What is my essence? What are the things I like, right? Not the things that I was conditioned to understand that I was supposed to like, but what are the things that actually my soul likes, my person would like, if I wasn't conditioned from such a young age. And if you're very sensitive to energy, you're sensitive to people's emotions, you carry quite a lot of compassion, and you can feel people's emotions, you will be emanating light. You will be emanating light. That's why you feel it, because if you're emanating light, you're touching their light field. Your light field is touching their light field, and then you tapping into their energy, and you're understanding what they're going through, right? You can do this from people that are not even next to you. You can think about them and have an idea what they're going through, right? And there are moments that, especially with guided meditation, there's a lot of guided meditation out there that people are intentionally sending light to countries that are going through war, countries that are going through, nature disasters, and people that are suffering. And we can do that. Yes, absolutely, we can do that. But what we want to be aware of is our day-to-day light activity. What is your light doing every single moment in your day? Are you always projecting your light into people? Are you always emanating your light into people? Are you always sharing your light into people? Or are you keeping your light to yourself? Or are you keeping your light actually suppressed within yourself, and you're not even in touch with your light? Yeah. So these guided meditations, especially through the heart chakra, is the one that helps you understand what your light is doing, what your energy field is doing, how far can you expand your energy field, and how much can you bring it all back. Have you ever had that moment outside meditation that you've been with a person and you feel drained? Your energy just kind of drops and you feel drained, and you have to come home and recharge, right? And that's just an example of how we are sometimes just sharing that light and not realizing. And we think that that person is sucking our light. Yeah, it's not just one way, it will be both ways. A person can only suck our light if we're giving light out. Yeah, if we are retrieving our light and containing our light, no one can suck it out. No one can feed from it. No one can tap into it. So these meditations will help you, not just today, but regularly. Meditation will help you understand what's happening to your light. Yeah. And another question that came up as well is, if our light is infinite, because it's very intelligent, it knows what to do to heal you, but it's infinite. It never ends. It never drains, and it never builds up. It's just there. It's just light. It's infinite. But why do we feel drained, right? And what came up as an answer through today was that the reason we feel drained is because of all the energy that we're using up to be in this human body. Okay, not just to our blood to circulate, our organs to work, but also the activity that is going on in the mind. How much are we, we're thinking, we're worrying, we are in fear, we are overthinking. all that takes a lot of energy, a lot of energy. And the light is infinite, but the amount of light that your body, your tissue, your mind, your brain, and your heart can take is limited. And the reason it's limited because we have spent this lifetime from childhood to now being conditioned to limiting beliefs, limiting behaviors, pressure of society, pressure of, fitting in, pressure of peer pressure, pressure in the family. Yeah. And we are forever in conflict. We are forever back and forth, surviving. And that is the thing that makes us drain, right? Because the light is always there. It's always there to feed you, to nourish you, to guide you, to heal you. But what are we doing with their energy? Are we just bouncing out all the time? Yeah. Are we suppressing to the point that we not even in touch with it? So it's very important to start to get this awareness, and it will come. It will come with time. It will come with as you start to meditate. And and that's the beauty of meditation. It's not just that, but to get your own answers, to get your own understanding of your own questions. And the moment you start questioning, the universe starts to deliver the answer. We might not be able to see the answer straight away, but it comes immediately. And the reason you sometimes don't see it is, again, how busy are you with your light? Yeah. How busy are we with the light? So I just wanted to bring this awareness today. And just going back to this nail, this is a process of understanding about your light that will take time. Because by the time you get to understand your light and be sensitive to be able to sense and feel what your energy field is doing throughout the day, you will need to first go through all these layers of traumas, all these layers of limiting beliefs, thought processes, and the triggers that we go through the day, the triggers that we have, and being able to release them, being able to let go of them, being able to detach from some beliefs that are limiting to us. And the more we work through that self-growth, through self-healing, this is where we start to get this understanding about the life. So this now is there to say, it's slow but surely we get there. Yeah. Some people will be very attuned to the light even before they're attuned to their triggers. Okay. But most people will start to become attuned to their behaviors, to their thought processes, limiting beliefs before they're actually attuned to their light. So I just wanted to bring this because, I know you're all in different stages of your own path, and everyone is approaching your path from different perspectives. Some people through the physical, some people through the emotional, some people through the mental, and some people through the energy. And however you are approaching this self-growth journey, when you get to the light, everyone gets level up because this is how soul communicates, through the light. Yeah. Soul doesn't need a physical body to communicate. It's only through the energy that is surrounding this physical body, the energy that is coded with your soul that lives in this physical body. So it's very enlightening to understand about your own light. Okay. Yeah. So you can use your own music. You can now start and put your own music if you want to, and then you just have the voice over. Okay. And we'll start. So you can be in any position that you prefer, lying down, sitting up. And I would like you to take a few gentle, easy breaths through your nose, in and out, at your own pace. And as you start to get used to these quiet moments, imagine yourself just focusing on how your breath goes in and how your breath comes out of your body. Allow your mind to do what it's doing. Don't beat yourself up for the thoughts that are coming in and out. Just let them come through. Allow them to come through without judgment. Just let them flow. Eventually they will slow down because you're not resisting. Yeah. And once they slow down, it's a good time to then pay attention to what they are. But right now, they just need to shift, and that's what's happening. So don't bother with your thoughts so much at this moment in time. Keep focusing on that breath in and out. You don't need to change the way you breathe. Just focusing how it's breathing. And I want you to see if you can sense in your physical body any point of energy, any point that makes you want to focus on it. Any point that feels like it's heavier or anchoring kind of feeling. And once you notice, it might feel a little bit uneasy, a little bit uncomfortable, and that's fine. That is okay. I want you to allow yourself to feel this uneasiness or uncomfortable for a few minutes, just a short few minutes, without trying to resist or stop it. So just stay with that point of energy that you found in your physical body. And sense it. Just observe. And it will come to a point that it feels like a relief or alleviating or easier. When we get to that point, it's going to feel totally different. Nice. It's releasing now. It's getting easier. Nice. So now imagine your energy field surrounding you and your body. And as you imagine, how far is your energy field going around you? Is that 2 feet, 2 meters? Is it outside the house? Just have a sense where your energy field is. However it comes in your mind, just take as an answer. Don't overthink, don't check again. Okay, just stay with that first answer. And as you sense your energy field, I wonder if you can retract this energy field closer to your physical body, so it's smaller, it's more contained within yourself. See if you can imagine or feel or sense your energy field coming back to you. And is it coming back to you as a whole, or to a point in your body? Doesn't matter, whichever you can sense. And I want you to keep retrieving your energy field. However you imagine, you could imagine puzzle pieces, you could imagine waves of light. It doesn't matter. Just however it comes up to your mind, try to bring it into yourself. And as it comes into yourself, can you bring it into your heart chakra in your chest? And it's almost like that light is feeling up your chest, your heart chakra, not expanding, but filling it up like a tank. Any little sharp pains in your chest area, it's a good sign. Don't be alarmed. It's just an energetic channel being cleared for you. And understand that your light knows exactly what it needs to do for you. You don't need to worry about. And you can also ask, and the light will do it. But in this now moment, we're just sitting and trusting that we're going to receive anything that the light knows that we need right now. Any clarity, any awareness, any perspectives, changes in your physical body, like pain, sensations. It's just going to do it for you. And this light is now retracted, but not suppressed. It's just retracted into you, into your heart chakra. It's yours. It's your light. And if you can imagine this light bathing yourself, bathing your skin, bathing your body, nurturing you, cherishing you. Imagine you are in a bath of nice warm water with lovely rose petals, and you're just washing that water on your skin. This is your light. Your arms, your leg, You're keeping it close to you. You keep it within only a couple of feet within your space. It's not going anywhere. Imagine this being just a little electric box that you're charging up. Yeah? Your light is infinite, but it's charging your box, your body. That needs charging, not the light. And imagine how you're charging yourself. How do you like to charge yourself in this now moment? And feel your heart just building up in light. And we're just going to use this light. We're going to stay with this light until it builds up so much that we actually want to send it out, because it feels like overflowing with light, overflowing with love. So we're not going to emanate anything until we feel overflowing ourselves with it. As you focus on your heart expanding, growing in size, growing with the light, how does that feel for you? Does it feel lovely? Does it feel homely? Don't worry about your thoughts. Don't worry about them. Let them come through. No matter however silly they are, let them come through. And you just stay in your heart with your own light. No one is tapping into your energy. You're not tapping into anyone's energy. You feel and notice whatever is going on in your chest area. Just breathe into it. Fill it up with air and release. At any point that you feel you're overflowing, I want you to then make that decision and that choice to send that love out to the earth or to a loved one. Knowing that this light has been emanated, knows exactly what they need. You don't need to know what they need, just this light. And if you're feeling overflowing now, you can start emanating out. And you can emanate further out as far as you can. Imagine again your energy field growing, expanding way beyond outside yourself, outside your home. And if you manage to expand your light, now we're going to bring it back again. A little practice, a little exercise. You bring this light back, only your light. Nobody else's light, only your light. And you bring it back into your chest, into your body, into yourself. And feel the shift of this light moving from where it was to where it is now. And it's back to you, fulfilling you again, expanding you again. Do you feel the expansion in your heart? And it feels good in your chest. It feels good in your body now. And I want you to enjoy this light. Tell yourself this is your light. This is your own light, your own love, your own unconditional love. And from this light, you'll be guided. From this light, you will be shown unconditional love in your everyday interactions. From this light, you will change your perspectives to see all situations through unconditional love. Through this light, you're going to soften your ways, soften your heart, soften your mind, soften your emotions. It is through this light that you will find forgiveness. And I want you to focus back in your heart. Focus back in this light in your heart. Even if there is a little bit of discomfort, it's clearing you, it's healing you. It will give you answers of your questions. Just feel it. You need to feel this. You can make that choice to feel your heart. You are in this field of 4 amazing portals of light. We are here supporting, helping each other. Were you struggling to see and find we can share, and vice versa? We can share by merging our lights, and we can also share just by sitting in our own individual light without merging. This is how intelligent this light is. It's not every day that your body is ready to emanate light. And I want you to feel your heart now. Feel your heart expand the light within your heart. And the silence is where healing's happening. There's so much in the background. Even if you're not feeling it, you need to trust. You need to believe it, that it is. And this is where healing happens, when you believe it, that healing is happening. We are releasing resentment, grief, pain. We are releasing it all now. Your heart is so intelligent. It knows exactly what you need. And you believe that. You trust this. Your job, your only job, is to sense and feel what the light is doing for you. You have an amazing light. I can feel each one of your lights. They're amazing. They're all different. Your light has this uniqueness to it. Your gifts are in your light. Your clarity is in your light. Your love is in that light. And the more you're in touch with that light, the more you're going to see your situations through love instead of pain, frustration, anger, resentment. You're going to see others through love as well. And when you see others through love, they come back. And that's the beauty of this light, to allow us to see all situations through love. No matter how much it feels like those situations could be out of control, lost, long gone, chaotic, turbulent, being touched with your light allows you to see it, all the different perspectives of the situation. which guides you to different choices, decisions, behaviors, outcomes. And why not aim for the highest unconditional love outcome for yourself and others? And this is how you do it, through this light, connecting with your light. I want you to allow this final release, a final release of discomfort in your heart. Allow it. Say it to yourself. I release. I let go. Just release. Just release. Just release. And forgive yourself for holding on to it. Forgive yourself. Love yourself for releasing it. There's no judgment. Love yourself for releasing it. It's shifting. It's now shifting. Pay attention to your light. Where is your light right now? Ask yourself, where is your light? Has it moved outwards, emanating again, or is it still within you? And it doesn't matter. Just pay attention, just observe. And you bring your light into your heart and you feel the expansion of your own heart as you bring your light in. You feel it. Nice, nice, nice. You're all here today for a reason. And you all have shared, received, and given healing codes to progress you in your own journey. You also have become aware of your energetic field. You will start noticing when you're projecting your light, emanating your light, or bringing it back to you for conservation sometimes. You will notice when your energy gets drained around certain people or in certain situations. When it does, you bring your light back to you. You retrieve your precious light back to you. And you're just retrieving back to your heart chakra. You're not putting it away. You're not saving it. You're not blocking it. You're just retrieving back to you where it belongs, where it lives. It's your home. This is your home. How can you feel at home if your light is everywhere? Bring your light home. Bring your light home. Just remember, just sitting, feeling, and observing just allows you to understand what your light does for you. You learn so much from this. I want you to take your time, very gently. Come around to yourself without shifting your light too much. And I want you to play with your light in your meditation. Expand it out, emanate, bring it back. Store it in your heart, recharge from it. Your body is recharging from the light because the light is infinite. I want you to play with your light. Take your time to come around. You're ready. It's exactly that. It's however you sense and able to describe is what it is for you. Absolutely. And it's just understanding that this light is infinite source. What is recharging is not our light, is our body, is our energy field. Yeah, because it plays with how we behave in a day. It plays with it. And this is how we get drained. This is how we get hyper. This is how we get fatigued. This is how we get lots of energy. So yes, you can go back and retract everything in so you're not draining and then recharge. A lot of the times we project our light as well, our love we project into people, because emanating and projecting are two different things. Emanating is sending out unconditionally. Projecting is sending out with a purpose. It's a conditioned way of sending your light. You don't know what they need. You don't know what they're ready to accept. Yeah. And that's draining if it's not being received. We never know what people really need at that moment. And not even the person asking really needed at that moment, but the light does, and the light will deliver that which is needed. And sometimes we feel that is not delivered at all, and you have to take in parts and stages, and you always, so it's really dropping back the expectations. How are you going to heal? How is the healing is going to happen? Because your light knows. And that's the first step for self-healing. Okay? Very first step. Because the last thing you want is to be doing your own healing processes, but then turn it into a script, and then believing in that script, and then later on realizing that you haven't healed. Yeah. So you want to allow the light to show you how is it healing. So yeah, playing with your light is amazing because it helps you understand. I took a few cards and I'm just going to share very quickly. So light, our light is basically, it says here, liberation, right? It does freeze us, light. Our light does freeze us because the light is what's healing us. And that's what's releasing us from, from what we're trying to heal, grief, anger. So this is where we find our liberation. So we always have to go back to the light. We shouldn't be afraid of our light. Yeah. And then context. I found this very interesting that it came up. Context. Because I was having all those questions, right, about the light. Are really supposed to emanate our light? What's the difference between projecting our light or emanating the light? If it's infinite, why do we feel drained? So if you put it into context, you will be able to understand your own light, what's doing, and the purpose that you're using your light for. Okay. And then play came out. Have a play with it. You need to understand your own light. Yeah, look at that nice moonlight. I love this. Receive healing from others, from the divine. We can receive healing from our own light. Yeah. And believing, trusting this process comes from a working through many, many layers of self-worth, right? Because we dim our light from very young age without realizing that we're doing. So bringing this context of, that we are light, allows us to receive what we need. And then this one is quite amazing. It says, forever in my light. The yellow brick road. And it's a number 13, which is my number, which I thought was quite nice. Yeah, we should be forever in our light, and we are forever in our light, even when we don't sense it, even when we think it's blocked and suppressed. We're always in our light. Bringing awareness to it brings context to it. And then, of course, receiving liberation. Yeah. And then one more card. The Shekinah. Shekinah is a feminine energy. It says divine destiny. It's a feminine energy very related to Mary Magdalene. And they did practice. Mary Magdalene used to teach other women how to work in the light of unconditional love. it was a practice back then. It was taught from women to women, and it's a very powerful way of understanding your light, but it's no different than what we did today. It's no different. It's just about touching, getting in touch with your light, playing with your light, understanding your light, so that you can use it in context, really, so that you can create this understanding of what it can do for you. You then expand your healing. You expand your possibilities, your perspectives, your awareness, your love, right? So it's quite, it was really surreal today, all the messages that was coming through just through people interaction. I wasn't writing and receiving messages. I wasn't meditating and receiving messages. It was really practical understanding of the light. And I was just guided to bring the light in. And then what's happening was I was bringing the light in. My heart was filling up with so much love that I couldn't hold it in. And then I had to emanate. And then at one point in the afternoon, I got a bit busy and I didn't pull my energy in. And I sat down for a minute and I said, right, I'm going to emanate. And the emanation wasn't as powerful as the other one, that the heart was really, booming and overflowing, because it just did it itself. Yeah. So it didn't feel as powerful, as efficient, as real in a way. It felt more like surface level, which then made me understand, even the light, the dimming, the distance of your light, how far can you expand, where can you bring it into your body, what point in your body. So if it's just another awareness of light, to bring into any of your practices whenever it comes up to do it. Like I said, don't make it into a routine or a scheduled practice for things like that. It will come to you one day and you're like, yeah, I'll do that today. And then you'll come to you to do it, and follow that guidance, follow that intuition. Yeah. Or sometimes you might be in a conversation with people and you're starting to feel drained and you go like, right, I remember now, I'm going to pull my light back in. And you might notice that the drainage sensation stops and you're able to hang with that person for a bit longer, right? So bringing these changes in your everyday interaction just by playing with your light, I think it'll be really interesting.